An employee badge found in the male's belongings
Someone
identifies
helping,
him as
but they cannot just help. Like you need to understand, like victims of hits and trauma, or whatever. They might have a bunch of broken shit in their neck and whatever. Moving them around is not it's not good at all. Like you might move them and you might kill them and move them around. You're dumb.
63-year-old Scott Habermel, who is urgently rushed to the hospital for life-saving treatments. Meanwhile, officers began surveying the scene in an attempt to piece together what may have happened.
I think it might have happened over here because I saw the shoes behind that guy that stopped. His shoes up over there.
Ooh, and the shoes go off.
Man, he must have gotten
Not
nailed.
looking good.
God damn, I know.
I mean, these bikes aren't made to take impacts before.
Yeah, but I mean, like, just throwing his shoes that far? Yeah, like this one's back over here. I don't know where. I mean, there's like this tread mark, but that doesn't look new. It's like this one kind of. So it almost looked like he could have gotten like T-boned it, clipped the back and just threw him, because that's just a weird. Just the way it happened is looks really weird.
Where that back tire broke, I bet he got rear-ended. Oh, crap, man.
I mean, it broke like the entire rim. Well, I think it's just plastic, though. Oh, that's metal. That's straight up metal.
These bikes are made to be
Did he
so
say
light.
plastic?
Yeah, such light.
Oh, yeah, that's just straight up metal.
They're like racing.
Yeah, the
bikes.
competitions.
Police note the bicycle was equipped with 2 rear-facing flashing red lights and 2 forward-facing lights. Scott would have been visible despite it being dark outside. As they continue to comb the streets, they find more scattered evidence.
Yeah, there's a little bit right here. I wonder if it happened maybe more back here and just flung him. So, I mean, there's like a hat right here. I don't know, man. Because I'm wondering if it happened back here, then. Oh, but depends on how fast he was going in the car. It could just been like, you know, the kinetic energy just taking both of them. So there's other chunks of the helmet kind of by Andrew's car. Piece of the visor, and then a little chunk like in the middle of the intersection right there. So I'm wondering if he kind of got hit like at that intersection or in that area.
There's a chunk of his helmet over here.
Officers begin searching for local surveillance cameras that might give much-needed answers. One such camera is pointed directly at the intersection, but when they knock on the homeowner's door, they receive no response. It's a disappointing setback, but a later call to the Albuquerque Police Department sheds new light on the situation.
Police Department Operator 4187, how can I help you?
Yes, this morning I reported a hit and run on a bicyclist, and I actually have some more information. I was able to pull some video footage from the church that I work at, and we actually saw him getting hit, but it's a little grainy, but it might be helpful.
Scott's bicycle light flashes between the trees just as the bright headlights of an approaching vehicle begin to close in. While it's difficult to see, the sound of the impact is unmistakable. Additional cameras capture the car speeding through the neighborhood, but the footage is too grainy to make out a license plate or even identify the make or model. At 7:25 a.m., just hours after the incident, a suspicious vehicle was found abandoned half a mile from the crime scene. One window is shattered, the ignition is visibly damaged. A mile from the crime scene. One window is shattered, the ignition is visibly damaged, and the car, a silver Hyundai sedan, had been reported stolen. Damage to the exterior was found to be consistent with crashing into an unfixed object. Officers at the scene speak with the homeowner whose cameras face the intersection. He confirms they weren't recording.
Really, dude?
Just when we got here, but I mean, he was wearing a helmet, so if he lives, it's going to be because of that. He was so bleeding pretty good, but hopefully.
Unfortunately, the injuries were fatal. 63-year-old Scott Habermel sustained a skull fracture as well as multiple facial fractures, and the cause of death was listed as multiple blunt force injuries, and the manner of death was ruled an accident. Scott was a physicist with a PhD, and investigators learned he was on his way to work when the tragedy struck.
Oh my
with
God,
no
bro.
witnesses to the crash itself.
Bro, it's always, bro, like these are the bikers that are doing it right. The guys on the fucking bike lane with all the bike shit, all the bike lights, and these guys get hit. It's crazy.
Grainy footage and no solid leads. Scott's case is closed on September 24, 2024, pending new leads. It isn't until 9 months later, in February of 2025, that an anonymous tip reignites the case.
Wait. Huh? They didn't get who he was?
24th, 2024, pending new leads. It isn't until 9 months later, in February of 2025, that an anonymous tip reignites the case, and changes everything. The tip leads investigators to an Instagram account where a video of the fatal crash was uploaded, filmed from inside the stolen car. In a shocking discovery, the account is owned by an 11-year-old child named Messiah.
All right, man, pull up.
As investigators begin diving into his account, they find videos documenting a variety of crimes, from pranks targeting fast food workers.
Of course it's a Hyundai.
To a variety of thefts, including one video showing Messiah stealing a Ring camera from a residence.
Huh?
Hey, yo, we stole your Ring camera. You boys.
Yo, I say this every time. I'll say it every time again, dude. If you have children, their social media, and shit like this happens, bro, jail. It's all good. Jail. You get some recoil off the sentencing and off the consequences back onto the parents, because these children are not even fucking old enough to be like on they're getting shit on Twitch at 11 years old. You shouldn't be on social media. If you're on social media, it should be monitored. Like what?
But these videos barely
Throwing shit at people, guns and shit like that on social media, and you have no idea?
scratch the surface of the deeply disturbing material they would uncover.
That's negligent and it's criminal. It's criminal.
You haven't been when me and your car was Yo, they're literally on fire.
Dude, we just got free pizza. That's awesome.
Yo, we smoked tequila. Oh, someone shot at it? Do it again!
Messiah's Instagram records also contain screenshots of multiple people reporting the thefts, with one
Brother, that's some shit you do in GTA. Like, what the? These kids were blasting north. Yo, and you have to be putting at least a little bit of blame, not some blame, but at least some form of, police do better at the local PD. That these guys don't investigate this shit and actually look at this shit is crazy.
Messiah's Instagram records also contain screenshots of multiple people reporting the thefts, with one complaining about the lack of intervention from police. In the video depicting Scott's fatal crash, 11-year-old Messiah can be seen in the front passenger seat, waving a gun. Two others appear as the camera shifts, 15-year-old William Will Garcia and 13-year-old Jonathan Johnny Overbay. The video, which will later be revealed, is deeply disturbing and sends investigators to visit Scott's wife Jamie to deliver an update on her husband's case.
You guys are going to have some questions. Hey, was this an intentional act against these people? Had no idea who Scott was. It was a ruthless, cold act. I'm very sorry to all of you that we have to meet under these circumstances, but we're going to get to the bottom of this.
I just assumed from the get-go they would never find this person. And I didn't know if they were, what level
XQC cheer, XQC cheer, XQC cheer.
And I really, honestly, just like you said.
I gotta say though, chat, I don't want to be rude about this, chat, but like, is that all the footage they got was 2 or 3 footage of camera of the car? There's a lot of houses there. Could they not go to every single house, everybody? When there's a car in my area, they went to everybody's houses.
Because for my personal benefit, it does attach a face to all of this. And I can't imagine anybody doing this to anybody.
Our goal is to put an end to this. And that's what we're going to do.
Over the course of 3 days, from March 17th through March 19th, all 3 boys were found and questioned. The video revealed that 11-year-old Messiah was in the front passenger seat at the time of the crash. They arrived fully armed at the home of his Uncle Michael, where Messiah lives. After performing a safety sweep of the house, Michael expresses frustration that the officers entered his home.
We did a safety sweep to ensure nobody was inside.
You walked in there and you opened the doors. Make sure nobody else. That's an adult right there.
Look, man, this ain't a courthouse. You can argue this in a court. We're cops. We're not lawyers.
I know that, but what I'm saying is,
it doesn't matter.
Adult right there. If he says nobody else is
bring that up with your lawyer.
Enough for you?
Bring that up with the lawyer.
I've been a cop 3 years now, dude, and I know when you start arguing about why, there's something there.
Police investigated a crime spree in the summer of 2024.
Yo, you guys act like these guys don't have superiors, and they're not like sent on these missions. You think that these cops went like, dude, let's go into this house because we fucking want to, whatever. Brother, this went down the chain of command. It's like, okay, you guys are doing this today. You're going to this house and you're executing this, whatever. They don't give a fuck. You have a problem with imagine thinking like these guys like give a fuck. Like, don't give a fuck.
An 11-year-old suspected of car theft, burglary, and a shooting, which Messiah took responsibility for in a discovered text message. He also saved several news articles outlining the charges filed against the 11-year-old suspect. Police at the time were not aware of the connection to Scott's death, and in their press release stated, "We are lucky someone wasn't killed." At the police station, Messiah is given drinks and snacks before detectives begin reading him his Miranda warnings. Meanwhile, back at the house, officers informed Michael that they had obtained a search warrant for the property.
So we're looking for cell phones. We're looking for any guns. Do you have any guns inside the house? Yeah. You do have some guns? Yeah. Okay, where are those guns? One gun in my room. In your room? Mm-hmm. Should there be any guns in the bedroom? Go.
So what was that? Can you get it, please?
Why does it take for someone to literally die before they take action? These kids are committing multiple felony crimes. What's up with under 18s getting off easy unless it's literal homicide? Come on, bro.
It's a lot, bro. Let's keep it about. It's a lot of resources and shit like that. A lot of things, and what ends up happening? It's fucking juvie detention bullshit. It's some whatever. Nothing actually ends up happening or whatever until this. Bro, it's unfortunate, but a lot of it falls onto parenting. That's why I always say parents need to do better, and parenting is shit these days because the police, even though they max out everything they can, at the end of the day, it falls back onto fucking parenting, dude. It is what it is.
So just search it.
While his uncle may not have been aware, Messiah's phone records suggest a concerning pattern involving illegal firearms, including a message in which he admitted stealing a gun at a party, and others discussing plans to rob gun stores. Back in the interrogation room, Messiah is asked if he wants to speak with detectives now that he's been made aware of his rights. He agrees to answer questions, but asks that they call his uncle first.
Hello, is this Michael Hayes?
Yeah.
Hello, Michael. My name is Amia Baker, and I'm with the Albuquerque Police Department. We're here talking with Messiah right now, and he asked that we get you on the phone while we talk with him. Are you okay with that?
I think I need to be in person. His lawyer advised him not to say anything until he has some visitation.
Do you want to come here and talk?
It's kind of late. I'm being detained at my house right now.
Investigators inform Michael that he's free to leave while the search warrant continues at his house, but he still doesn't agree to come in.
Messiah wants to talk to you.
Hello?
What a weird situation.
Yeah.
Okay. What's going on?
Nothing.
So, right now, I called your lawyer. If you talk to the lawyer, he's going to come and represent you, but I don't know what's their procedures or how long they're going to keep you.
Okay.
He said he's representing you. There's not much I can say. If they want to talk to you with me there, I want your lawyer there as well. So you're going to have to set it up for in the morning. So they should be bringing you back home. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
What's your position? What's your position? What's your perception?
He's asking what your position is, what you want.
To go home. I'm
They
tired.
should bring you home. They should bring you home soon.
What is he even doing? Bro, it's a child. You give it orders. You say, do this, do that. Who the fuck cares what the fuck this guy wants? Bro, what? I'm confused. What a lack of like fucking disciplinary
Once
hierarchy.
Michael is off the phone, they ask Messiah once more if he wants to answer questions.
I'm just bored.
Yeah.
And I think guys, like, if I said, if I were to answer no questions, you guys would just leave and then have no company.
So, okay, I see what you're bored and you kind of want to come.
What?
Yeah.
So the conversation that we do want to have with you is related to the crime in which you're...
Okay, chat, how is it in this state? How are the laws like? Is they express the want for lawyers, they express all that, and on top of that, he's a child. I'm not defending anything, I'm just saying, law-wise, and then they continue to put the press on with the questioning.
Being accused of participating. Okay.
We're definitely not saying you have to talk to us. It's your
That's
choice.
not good. I don't think this good looks good anywhere.
And just keep you company either. Does that make sense? Okay. So, having your rights in mind, do you want to talk to us right now?
No.
Okay.
It's gonna help my case. I think
Okay. Okay, inside.
Well, it's good talking with you. I everything goes over, okay? All right, thank you, sir.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Take care of yourself, okay?
The second occupant, 15-year-old William Will Garcia, voluntarily surrenders to police at a public meeting place. When officers arrive to arrest him, his best friend, 15-year-old Elijah Eli Engelking, is with him. Will's Instagram records were also obtained by police, with several shocking discoveries among them, including many of Will and Eli together. Like Messiah's account, Will's is filled with references to gang violence and include videos of teens with firearms.
Yeah, but so everybody sees this. Other kids see that. Their parents aren't looking at any of their posts or stuff that they interact with. Like nobody sees anything. It's like, are they living in like some fucking like under society thing that they're like under the right? Like what even is it? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Ready, BB?
Eli tells detectives
Interesting.
he wasn't with Will that night, but shares what Will explained to him about his involvement.
He was just in the backseat and they were pointing a gun at him and stuff and telling him to record. And that was really what was happening. And he was just they were really just trying to scare him. They were trying to scare the biker, Will said. And Johnny took it to another level and bumped him in the back. He sped up and he killed the guy.
While Eli insists this is all the information he has, detectives will later learn that he knows a lot more than he's letting on. For now, they meet with Will's parents briefly before they head to the police station to interrogate the 15-year-old.
Do you guys want to talk to us? Like just the parents, do you guys want to talk to us and have a conversation?
I might want to.
Okay, so for me, I could say I don't have anything
Hold
to
on,
say other than...
chat. One pause. Chat. I know that this sounds like over the top, but I had an idea a while back, chat. What if
Play Clash Royale.
What if when you can buy a phone, like off of Apple or whatever, right? You put a date on it. You put a date, right? And it sends a phone that has a bunch of bricked in features that are for children, right? And when you're 18, these features release or whatever, right? But all the apps, all whatever, everything about the phone is bricked for just being used by a child. And whenever you're a parent, you can easily navigate so that nobody has a hidden account, hidden features. It's like it has all of the shit so that it's easy for parents to control it and see what's up.
And thank you for what you do.
Parental control is not good enough.
My son,
You can circumvent a lot of this shit. Like.
Until his attorney is present,
Okay.
which should be in the next couple of days, you know.
At the police station, Will sits with investigators, who are hopeful they can obtain more details about the incident.
So, William, you know that you are under arrest.
Yeah.
But what we're going to do is we're going to start off by reading you your Miranda rights and making sure that you
45 years.
understand those.
Wow. We're gentlemen.
And then we can go from there, okay?
Ding.
So do you understand your rights?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. And would you like to talk with us?
I would like a lawyer on this thing.
Okay. All right.
Despite exercising his right to silence, Will is still under arrest. They briefly allow him to call his parents before taking him to the holding cell.
Ooh, I want to hear this.
Hey, Mom. I just wanted to talk to you. Just to... I don't know. What do you mean?
I'm outside of where you're at now.
Oh. Well, yeah, you probably won't see me, though.
No. So, you just told him you wanted an attorney, right?
Yeah.
But just know that I'm here, okay?
Okay.
I love you, son.
I love you, too.
Didn't give us what?
Hi, son.
No.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, I love you, okay?
I love you, too, Dad.
It's fine if I run out. It's fine. Thank you.
Okay.
They locate the suspected driver, 13-year-old Johnny, at the
Thank you.
Juvenile
Yes, please.
Probation Center, where he's attending an appointment with his mother. Jonathan is currently on probation for an unrelated case.
Very interesting watching chat when both kids are brought up. Interesting to see race brought up when it's a black kid but not a white kid. Weird champ. Perhaps get some help.
Okay, mods are like crazy on top of this shit when it comes down to like race shit. They like insta ban and they mod it, and I've been reading chat and I didn't see that much or at all. I don't know like what the fuck are you even talking about. On top of that, we watch these videos all the time. You act like you cannot have remarks that are fucking not based on fucking skin color where there's like fucking children. Bro, people shit on those guys all the time and with reasonable, it doesn't matter. What are you talking about? These guys just talking.
Hello. Hi, buddy. I'm Officer Benavides. All right, can you just stand up for us? Grab that pin.
Kick chat was even better. I'm looking at kick chat too.
That's all right, Jonathan. He has an uncle.
Yes, it is. Okay.
What?
Got permabanned for saying death penalty.
For what?
Do you have a phone on you?
Minus
No.
50
Well, ban him, but give him a warning.
Detective will, they'll explain everything. Okay, you're gonna go talk to some detectives, okay?
I'ma just say death penalty for old JK but 500 years in jail.
An uncle. Yes, it is. Thank you.
That's all right, Jonathan. He has an uncle.
Yes, it is. Okay.
What? What did I miss?
What?
Where's your...
For what?
What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? I saw this already. What about it?
Is currently on probation for an unrelated case.
Hello.
Hello. Negative 26. Hello. Blue Honda Pilot.
Hi, buddy. I'm Officer Benavides. All right, can you just stand up for us? Grab that pin.
What?
Thank you.
That's all right, Jonathan. He has an uncle.
Yes, it is. Okay.
What?
Where's your...
For what?
Do you have a phone on you? No.
For what?
Detective will, they'll explain everything. Okay, you're gonna go talk to some detectives, okay?
So I just want to make it easier because we're gonna you're gonna go with us. You're gonna be able to go with us.
Okay, am I gonna be able to hug him and love on
Yes,
him?
yes,
Oh
yes,
my
yes.
god.
So he has a warrant for his arrest. We got to take him downtown, and he's gonna get interviewed by a detective unit.
Is he going to jail?
Yes, yes.
Oh my gosh.
John receives a quick pat down outside of the room before they begin to escort him to a waiting police cruiser.
John. Dude, you're going to jail.
Yo, if any police showed up anywhere, I'm telling you, my mom would be, bro, she would be yelling at me for even just the prospect of the cop even being, the fact that she's like kind of chilling a little bit, right? And this guy's going to jail, and they're already there for some other issue. Bro, that's the problem. I don't give a fuck. This is the problem. This is the problem. Jail for these people. Like, bruh. Both.
Okay, just come to this car over here, okay?
No. For what? No. I didn't do nothing.
Come on.
Oh, this is stupid.
All right, as of right now, okay, you're going to jail for, or you're going to go talk to somebody, but you're under arrest for your warrant, okay? Don't try to do anything stupid, okay? I don't know what exactly it's for. They just told us you had a warrant and to come pick you up.
No respect for authority at all. Bro, I know, Chet, I'm nitpicking a little bit, Chet, and we're going to run to this, but I'm telling you, like, the respect for authority is a zero. Brother, when I was a kid, if I did something or whatever, and some push was up, it doesn't even matter. Like, it's like, they are like the... When you're young, in terms of authority, they're like the kings. Like, you can't do anything. Like, this guy's giving them pushback is crazy.
Just cooperate, and we'll go from there, okay?
All right.
An officer follows his mom as she retrieves his phone from their car, where Johnny's aunt begins to question what's happening.
You're going to jail? I don't know.
It's not about what the police is. It's about authority, hierarchy. You're at the bottom. They're at the top. You listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
For what? You shouldn't have anything on there, so, huh? Oh, that's you calling. Why are you giving them this? They have to, or they're going to seize my car.
But when officers don't reveal the details of the warrant, tensions rise with Johnny's aunt.
But you guys know it's a warrant.
Yes.
But you guys should know if you're arrested.
It's not our job to know. It's not our job at all. It's our job to know that that's a warrant. No.
That makes sense.
You don't agree with it? Do you call the judge?
It don't make sense though.
I get you're upset he's going to jail. It happens.
No,
okay?
it's in reality.
It is reality. You're right. He is
Yeah, you're going to jail for a warrant that we don't know what it's for. Like that makes sense.
His mom arrives separately at the police station, where she's about to see exactly why they placed her son under arrest. Her instructions to Johnny reveal that someone gave her information about his warrant, though it's unclear who did.
It's up to you if you want to answer questions or anything like that, but honestly, just wait.
No, she doesn't have a point. She doesn't have a point. Bro, a warrant is already done. It's signed by a judge. Brother, like, that's like it's like executional order. Like, bang, it's happening. It doesn't matter. Maybe they'll tell you later. What about it? Nobody gives a shit, buddy. Nobody gives a fuck.
Okay.
You should know why. That's a luxury. Not mandatory.
But I'm sorry that they're gonna take you to jail. I don't know how long you're gonna be there, but I'm gonna be here for you. Okay.
As they wait for the interview to start, Johnny's mother fills him in on what she knows.
Yeah, he said that somebody got hit on a bicycle and Messiah was driving and he was in the car.
Despite what she told Johnny, the video she's about to see clearly shows that Messiah was in the front passenger seat.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of step forward on that since you were kind of talking about this. I'm not making any questions or making any requests of you about this, to let you know.
She is not shocked.
There's no question about what we have. You're going to have to watch this. Sorry.
Like, glitch. Oh my gosh. He said something.
Bro. It looks like she's hesitant to look at him. I'm overanalyzing this like crazy. She's almost scared to look at him. Brother, if my mom saw a pixel of what the fuck this had on, she would stop looking. She would have looked at me the whole time, and then she would have gotten mad. Like, it's what it is. Like, oh man, I can't.
And then I guess
Useless
I don't know if
parents.
he said you were there or what.
You need to know.
That's what they're trying to get me for.
I see.
That's why you don't see me.
God, because I didn't want to see that. If it's what, oh my gosh.
She's downloading it so that it doesn't have to rely on a bad connection.
Can we watch it again?
No.
Another video recovered from Messiah's Instagram records show the teen's callous reaction to the blood on the car's hood.
Because we were sidestepped when we checked him. We're like, what is going on? Because he's been out of jail. He was in jail for a long time. And then he got out and he's been doing everything he needs to do.
So there was vehicles involved, and they have evidence from them. So once those DNAs, they'll be cross-examining his DNA and prints to the stuff collected from those vehicles.
Curious about his current probation, detectives ask for more details.
He had broken into a school or something, and he's been doing restitution and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, this will, unfortunately, that's going to violate that. So, all right.
Okay.
Okay.
I wish that I could meet you hot pot tonight. I was gonna make enchiladas. I love you. You need a shower. I'm sorry. You gonna be okay?
Well, there's nothing else I can do.
An officer enters the room to take Johnny to his holding cell, leaving his mother in an emotional state.
Does he have to go right away?
Yeah, we'll let you say bye and then we'll...
I thought she said broke into a school. They're the ones who drove into the school. Was that different too?
I'm here for you.
Because there's other videos of them breaking into shit.
What happened last time you went in? Just try to run from like everything and don't let nobody bully you, but don't get into trouble. Okay? Be nice, be cool.
They can't put them in jail because they're too young and shit, right? So these guys get charged with stuff, and then they still live at home, whatever, right? If they do other shit under their supervision, brother, like how can you protect? How can you even say any arguments for them? Like it's their child. Brother, the house is the jail. If you're a good parent and your kid's on probation, like.
Find your classes.
I'm confused.
Yeah. Sorry. Love you.
All right, they said you could be in there without cuffs, okay? So we'll keep it that way. As long as
He
you
was,
stay
but then he got
calm.
out. You're not even listening.
Before entering his cell, Johnny is allowed one last goodbye hug with his mom.
Be strong, okay? Best friend. Love you.
And the poor kid bled to death right there on the front lawn.
With Monday.com's intuitive work management platform, you have the power, not IT, not admin.
All right, please.
They were drinking, typical high school party. Probably not the first time there's been alcohol at a high school party, right? Not that anybody's condoning it, but it happens. So there's this party, the defendant's there with his friends, he's wearing this helmet, and in come in some Shelton High School kids, Ryan Hines and Griffin Marcinzik. And because this is a St. Joe's party, not a Shelton party, they can't come in. So the defendant and Mr. Snyder and De Silva take it upon themselves to kick them out. They steal the beer from Ryan Hines. At some point in time, it gets heated. They're arguing back and forth. And at some point, it ends out into the driveway. And when it's out into the driveway, there's this agreement. I'll fight you for my beer. So Jack and Ryan square up. And just as they're squaring up, who starts the fight? The defendant starts the fight. He sucker. And then after he sucker punches him in the back of the head and the fight goes to the ground, he takes his helmet and uses it as a weapon and slams it into Ryan's head. You heard the defendant testify. He would have you believe that that was a push, that he pushed Ryan Hines and that he didn't hit him with the helmet. I would submit to you that if you watch that fight, you could judge for yourselves what you see in the fight. And by the way, while I'm talking about witnesses, the judge is going to give you a credibility instruction, right? You're all going to have to assess the credibility of each and every witness who testified. If you recall during voir dire, I think I asked each and every one of you the same question. Do you think it's possible that somebody could get on the stand, raise their right hand, and tell the truth? And you all said yes. I also asked all of you, do you think it's entirely possible that somebody could swear to tell the truth, believe they're telling the truth, and simply be mistaken about something? And you all said, yeah, that's possible. But I also asked you, do you think it's possible if somebody could get on that stand, swear to tell the truth, and look all of you in the eye and outright lie to you? So again, when you're assessing the credibility of each and every one of the witnesses who testified, that's what you have to go through. And you have to go through what they said and how does it line up with the rest of the case, right? The defendant who took the stand is also subject to that same credibility instruction. He put his credibility in issue as soon as he took that oath. The video I would submit to you tells a very different story than what the defendant testified to a couple days ago. So after this fight, they get in Jack's car and they leave Lacerbrook and they go to Trumbull High School. And at some point in time, as they go to Trumbull High School, there's this basketball group chat. You heard testimony that Shelton kids were in it. You heard testimony that Ryan Hines was in it. You heard testimony that the defendant was in it. You heard the testimony that De Silva and Snyder were in it. And you also heard testimony that they wanted to fight the Shelton kids at Trumbull High School. They were there for about 20 minutes. This wasn't over. Of course, there was argument and heated emotions about what had just happened at Lazy Brook, but now they want to meet up at Trumbull High School. So what does the defendant say? The defendant tells them to slide on over to Trumbull High School multiple times in the group chat. Slide right over because they want to fight. Shelton kids don't want to go to Trumbull High School. Somebody puts an address, 43 Laurel Glen, in the group chat. Come to Laurel Glen. So they go over to Laurel Glen. The defendant would have you believe that he had no idea that they were going to fight, that they were just going to another party. I would submit to you that you need to assess whether or not that's credible during your deliberations. But in any event, you heard testimony from several witnesses that the defendant wanted to go to Lazy Brook or Laurel Glen to fight. He wanted to fight at Trumbull High School, and he wanted to fight over at Laurel Glen, and that's why they were going. And as a matter of fact, when they got to Laurel Glen, the defendant lets all the kids know that they're there. There's a few kids outside, more kids come outside, and at some point in time, Tyler Rich and his friends are outside. They're around the car in front of his house at 43 Laurel Glen, and there's some testimony that at first it was peaceful, some testimony that it got heated, arguing back and forth, things were being thrown. You heard testimony from Aiden King. I saw Raul sitting behind Jack Snyder, who was driving. Tyler DeSilva was in the front seat. The defendant even said Aiden King's his boy. And Aiden King got up here and said, at some point in time, the defendant said, "Get your friends away from my car. I'm going to break a bottle over somebody's head." Again, all of these things going to what was his intent that night. So things are thrown at the car. The car was being shook by the Shelton kids. There's some testimony that things were being thrown back. Car takes off, drives up and down the street. Things are thrown from the car, things from being thrown at the car. At some point in time, they end up at the end of the street, close to the intersection of Farmhouse Road near 36 Laurel Glen.
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari, the Chief Executive Officer of Phoenix Energy. I look forward to you joining us at our next investor webinar.
This is 11:40 at night. You heard testimony. This is Jack Snyder's car. The defendant's already out. It happens just prior to this video starting. And that's the point when he asks him for the knife. He asked him for the knife. He said, "Jack, give me the knife. Where's that knife? Give me the knife." He gets out of the car. Tyler DeSilva gets out of the car. Keenan, Dimitri, Will, Mackenzie walking away. Everybody with an earshot of that conversation. You heard people testify about what they heard about the knife. You heard Keenan Frasick. He was going insane. He was pissed off about what had just happened to the car. You heard Dimitri. He was angry about what had happened to the car. Tyler DeSilva, Jack Snyder. You heard Mackenzie say, "I heard somebody asking about a knife, but I don't know exactly who it was," because she's walking away, right? So we know the knife comes out at that point in time. He's angry. He arms himself with a knife at that point. But then the Shelton kids come down the street after having just told them, "Get out of here, get the heck out of here." Now look, was it right that things were thrown at the car? 100% no, it was not right at all. Wasn't right that people were hitting the car, shaking the car, and people throwing things from the car at the kids or at the cars parked on the side of the street. That wasn't right either. But at that point in time, nobody called the police. They drove down the street. Could have called the police at that point. Could have said, "Hey, someone just damaged my car. I want them arrested for criminal mischief." They didn't do that, right? Again, Tyler Rich running down the street. Get out of here. You guys got to get out of here. Now, you heard some testimony that somebody threw this can of WD-40 or PB Blaster back at Tyler Rich, and he's walking away. And at some point in time, he sees the defendant. And Ricky Fiola sees this. He's within a short distance to see this happening. At some point in time, Ricky Fiola approaches the defendant and has a conversation. And what did you hear him testify to? He said, "Listen, hey man, it's really messed up what he did. He shouldn't have sprayed you with that stuff. But look, there's a lot of us, and there's only like 5 of you. You guys should probably just get out of here." And while he's having that conversation, what does Ricky Fiola see? Ricky Fiola sees the defendant holding a knife in his hand. Ricky Fiola turns around, walks back. The rest of the Shelton kids walk back to Tyler Rich's house. Again, no physical altercation down the road. Mackenzie Traficante is calling her sister, "I need a ride home." At some point in time, Will, Dimitri, and Keenan get out of the car. And they don't want to be a part of anything. They want to ride home. They stay down the end of the street. Rides are being called. Will calls his girlfriend, "Come pick me up." I think you heard testimony from Mackenzie Traficante, who said No, Lito, just stay down here. Stay with me. Come home with me. That's not what he wanted to do. Because Ryan Hines, who he had just sucker punched in the head earlier that night and helmeted back at Lazy Brook, who was now at this party, now he wanted to go back and face those kids. But he wasn't going back just him. He was going back with a knife. Because who else goes back to a house, right? I mean, you heard testimony when he was in the car with a bunch of other people and the car was being shook and rocked and thrown at, that he was panicked, he was frightened, he was scared, he was terrified. If you're all those things, why are we not staying down the road? Why are we not waiting for Mackenzie's sisters to come pick us up? Why are we not calling somebody to come pick us up? Because he wasn't scared, terrified, panicked. It's simply not, that's not the case. He was mad, he was pissed, he was angry, and he had a knife. So they wanted to go back and go and confront those kids. Now there's some testimony that Tyler wanted to go talk about the damage, and he knows Tyler Rich, maybe he could work something out. But the bottom line is, he's the one that was going ballistic about the car. Yeah, sure, Tyler and Snyder were angry, but he's going crazy, and he's the one that arms himself with the knife. So he gets back in that car. He makes the willful decision, right, to get back in that car, armed with a knife, and go back to the very house he was told to leave. But he would have you believe he was panicked, scared, frightened, all of those things.